Okay, I'm making this video today to see if anybody would like to purchase my partially completed windmill project. I have two 11-pound spools, one partially used, a 14 gauge Essex wire. I don't know if you can read it or not. I have the Hupigo frame fabbed up and just primed. I've got a coil template built for the 9-coil 24 magnet setup. I have two magnet plates made up with the N42 2" by 1" by 1/2" thick magnets. This one's mounted on a hub, the other one is up here with the 4 coils that I've already wound. It just needs 5 more coils wound. There's the magnet template. I also have two 250-foot spools of 8 gauge fine copper wire. I have 24 more N50 grade magnets. So I have the materials to build 2 windmills. I do have 2 more magnet plates that are not primed. This one is mounted, it's already mounted to the axle stub. And this one already has the holes in it to go through the axle stub. So far I've got 4 coils wound. It's 115 turns each of the 14 gauge. And then I also have a blade hub with 3 10-foot blades. It's 10-foot total diameter. They're not 10 foot each. And then on top of that I have the epoxy resin and some fiberglass cloth, also the little buttons for the electrical connection, and another 14" 3/8" thick steel plate that's drilled for 4 lug instead of 5. So I know many of you would ask, why would you want to get out from underneath the project when you're this far in? Well, a month ago today, my wife very suddenly passed away. And this leaves me with a 7-year-old daughter and an 18-month-old daughter. And we live way out in the boonies. I'm over right at an hour's drive to work every day. And long story short, I'm buying a house much closer to my work. We'll be moving into it next month, and it's in the city. It's a big lot. I could have a windmill there, but the lot has some 70 and 80-foot trees on it, and I just wouldn't get anything but dirty air the whole time. I considered going to a vaught instead of a hot and do a vertical axis, but I've stood in the backyard and it's just, the wind just swirls around those trees. Backyard's 100 foot by 100 foot, so I could still have a 50-foot tower, but it's just, it would still be 20 foot below the trees. So on top of all of this stuff, I do have a Sun-G 1000 watt grid tie inverter for wind with a 1500 watt dump load. I have a Xantrex C40 charge controller. And I have some batteries, but I'm not going to ship batteries to anybody. If somebody wants to buy this and lives within 300 miles of me, I will bring it to them, and with that I'll also bring them the pipe for my tower. I have 3 24-foot pieces of pipe. There's going to be 48 foot for tower and 24 foot for a gen pole. So like I said, if somebody wants to buy this and they're within that distance, I'll be glad to deliver it. I know shipping's going to be a nightmare on this stuff because it's pretty heavy. So I understand if there isn't a whole lot of interest in purchasing it. But for all the materials, I have roughly $1,500 in it. It's worth a lot more than that because the fabrication work that's done on the magnet plates and a lot of the labor that's already performed is not included in that price. That is just materials only. I don't think that somebody could do this for less than $2,000 where I'm at right now. So if any of you guys that follow me on YouTube would like to make an offer on this, doesn't have to be on all of it. If you just want the magnet plates or just the extra magnets that I have, the copper wire, whatever, the charge controller or the grid tie inverter, just shoot me a message on YouTube and we can talk about it. Alright, I look forward to hearing from y'all.